Welcome again, Capricorn, to July 2026. Look at this western part of your horoscope. Very strongly activated, fiery, electrical energies here on this side of this relationship sector, and the soft, beautiful, lucky energies of Venus and Jupiter. I'm going to activate this to show you how this seventh house is very important right now. Seventh house being your most significant other, husband, wife, de facto spouse, long-term business partners are also under the auspices of this seventh house. And you'll notice Mercury retrograde at this time. That can really create a bit of a setback for your communication with the one you love. Especially here, I think some of those arguments or disagreements may be to do with the expenditure of your partner. Look, the earning capacity is very strong with Venus and Jupiter here. But in this expenditure sector for your partner, Mars and Uranus. Fortunately, Mars is moving away from that explosive combination. And keep your eye on Venus. Venus is your career planet, wallowing a little here in this eighth house, the house of loss, the house of research. On the 10th, it moves into this upper part of your horoscope, the ninth house. Not necessarily a great zodiac placement for it, because Virgo is its weakest position. Nevertheless, we can see that it's edging its way towards its career sector, and over the next month or so you'll start to see things gradually improving for your work. More on that next month. The important new moon in your seventh house of relationships is very, very telling, and it shows that if you've had those disagreements, around the 15th is when you can start to really carve a path for both of you where you're both on the same page, both in a state of understanding. That may not be the case until Mercury moves into its forward motion, and you'll see that when this little red R disappears, that means it's going back in forward motion. The other big transit that I want to talk about is this transit of Jupiter, which for Capricorn is not the friendliest of planets, but it rules this 12th house of loss going into the 8th house, which is another zone of loss, which actually fortifies it, elevates it, and gives it the ability to confer wealth and income and gifts and inheritances. 8th house, this is the zone of inheritances. This is where you gain unearned money, Capricorn. Oh, you love the sound of that, don't you? And so here we see Mars moving away now, which is good. That can still cause some problems in your workplace. There we see the ruler of this 8th house, the Sun, moving into the zone of shared resources, giving Jupiter a little bit of sunburn for a few days there. So where you were doing well there with the negative times a negative being a positive, 12th ruler in the 8th, then the sunbeams burn it up, so you're going to maybe have a few days there where the expenditure is high. That doesn't last very long. The other interesting thing to note is that, speaking of finance, this moon, which is waxing, getting brighter and brighter up until the last day or two of the month, full moon in the second sector, that's your income zone. And that's also related to partnerships. You and your partner do well at that time. I mentioned the forward motion of Mercury right at the tail end of the month. All of these are great omens for increased financial stability and a better understanding between you and your partner. Note also the separating conjunction of the Sun away from Jupiter. That gives Jupiter the power to return to its gift-giving ways. And the past karma point here, moving into the 8th house, that can give you some negative thinking. My suggestion is focus on the good and the noble. Don't let those negative thoughts bring you down. Even if there are some initial setbacks, you will come out on top. Do take a look at that link there. We have some beautiful reports for you there, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly readings. We've got a detailed analysis on Capricorn for July 2026. Have a look at some of the other elements of your life there at astrology.com.au. Please subscribe, it helps the channel. Please drop me a note if you want to say hi, I'll say hi back. And please come back next month. I'll be here same time, same channel, and look forward to your company. Till then, stay safe. Bye-bye.